say, for instance, someone that I went to school with, even graduated with, but that was like 10 years ago. We just don't keep in communication like that. Mm-hmm. But I bump into them often when I go home and whatnot. If that happens, then I tend not to get upset because I know that it doesn't come from like some terrible place and they're just trying to disrespect me. They just knew me as who they knew me from when they went to school with me. It may cause me to have like, hey, quick, my pronouns are this and that, and they'll quickly, oh yeah, bro, my bad, yeah, and we'll continue on with our conversation. Now, however, my family members who have been knowing me for X amount of years, I feel a little bit different about that, and I take that a little bit more personal because I feel like, one, you've been knowing me my entire life, and two, you should have a little bit more respect and love for me than someone, either a stranger or I just went to school with. Right. Now, I can understand it from their perspective because my family or whoever the family member may be, they feel a certain way. Oh, well, we knew you as this and this is what you are. You know, some of these individuals have changed my diapers. So it's hard for them to say he and his and whatnot. And I understand that. So for me, I'll never take that away from my mom if she want to call me her daughter, her baby girl, whatever, I'll never take that away from her because she had me. You know, it kind of, when I sit back and I got to think about how much they've given me and accepted of me doing this, I have to be able to. So that's what I'm saying, like for close family members, I take an acceptance for it. But the acceptance doesn't stretch out farther than that.
Are you the only child?
I'm not. I have an older brother. He's 12 years older than me.
Okay. So you, at that time, would have been the only female, your mother's daughter. So... Don't get it wrong. I'm still my mother's daughter. You're your mother, but I'm just saying. Her eyes, and you still. That's why I was about to go with it. Yeah. She's still going to know.
We've had conversations. You know, I've tried to. My mama's old school. Let me tell you this. Like we deep south. Ain't no change. Ain't no. You know, I've had conversations. Hey, mom, can you address me as I? And that'll turn into.
You see where I was going with this? Because I was like, no, wait a minute. That's why I was asking you, are you the only child or how this, and then how you're like, but tell us then, go ahead and tell me about old mama. She's old school.
Yes, man, she's very old school, deep south. South. We didn't have conversations. I've tried to have those conversations with her and my dad as well. But again, you know, and you know, she'll break it down to me. You know, she doesn't mean it from a disrespectful place or anything like that. It's just, you know, it's all she know is I'm her baby girl, so that's what she'll call me as. So I accept that from her, but that's my mom at the end of the day, so.
Okay, I just, you see, I was like, no, wait a minute, because I always wonder, you know, when it comes to those pronouns and like when people know somebody, it's kind of hard to remember. And then let me ask you this, personally, do you get a lot of stares? Like, do people that per se, they know you, like I said, you went to school and they kind of look like, is it? Do you kind of get that?
To be honest, I haven't really seen anybody since I've transitioned. I haven't really seen too many people from school. I want to say I've seen one or two or three, and even then it wasn't like in close vicinity or we didn't have close conversation. I think if that was to happen, I probably wouldn't. We would probably laugh about it, to be honest, just because I'm a goofy person. So it'll probably trip them out, and I would trip out just to see them tripped out. So I think that's probably how that would pan out.
And it seems like you don't get easily offended either.
No, I don't.
With you. That's what I was going to say.
If it's not affecting my pockets, I don't see why I'm going to get offended by it. Like,
because you handled yourself really well with the guy you when you were cutting the hair and that conversation came up.
At the end of the day, he's going to get out that chair and he's going to pay me.
What you said?
And I need him to come back.
So. Right. And so you said, whatever, we can have conversation, but guess what?
But now I know what type of person he is, and I know him as my client now.
Right.
You know? So now I know.
And you know what? I wonder, him as your client, if he was to find out how you identify what their relationship would be like. I'm just curious to wonder. You know how it makes you wonder, like, would you just be like, oh, I had a whole conversation with him.
Right,
you already exposed your entire self. Like, you know, he felt very comfortable having that conversation with you. Just not knowing.
And I want to, again, to piggyback off that, I don't want to give anybody the misconception that transgender people transition or we do this to trick people or anything like that. I wasn't trying to trick him or didn't come out and just say, oh, to him I'm transgendered, so that, you know, one, is not any of his business, and two, that's why you should always be, that's why they tell you to be alert of your environment, know your surroundings, know who you're talking to. Why would you expose that much of your information to someone that you don't know?
Right.
Because in today's society, you don't know anybody's background, you know?
Yeah, he was oversharing, really.
And that's because I am a cool ass. I'm a cool person, not to, pump myself up, but because I presented myself, with professionalism, for him to be comfortable enough like that to talk to me and open up. But see, if he was to know my background, he would automatically withdraw that openness about him, because now he see me from a different side that isn't me. But again, speaking about those old school people that don't want to make change and things like that, he will automatically put me into this box.
Right.
He will not give me that chance to learn who I am, and I'm actually a cool ass guy and cool ass barber, and hey, this is somebody I can come get my hair cut by and confide in and listen to. But this is just somebody that this person is LGBT and I don't want to talk to them.
And it is so interesting because it's like, wow, you're a cool person, and that person really enjoyed that haircut.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about the identity of a person. That's what I was saying about you just getting to know someone. Like that had no effect. You being the barber had no effect on how you identify with this person,
No,
that
ma'am,
relationship.
not at all.
And that's what I said is sometimes if people just stay in their lane, because guess what? It don't cost a thing. And I said that $0 to stay in your lane and just to respect someone.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's all it's about. Is there anything else that you would like to share? Or
Yes, ma'am. I do want to share my Instagram, my Facebook, and my TikTok for my followers and for my future followers. I'm in Clarksville, Tennessee. My name is Javahn Oshea. You can follow me on Instagram at jblendstn, JAYBLENDZTN. Same thing for my Facebook and my TikTok, Javahn Oshea.
thank you again, Javahn, for stopping by the I Am Kiana Scales podcast. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by so we could have this conversation, just an open dialogue about being transgender. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me, Kiana. I appreciate it.
I thank you for being here. Ism of the day. He, she, they, them. Human. At the end of the day, we are all human beings that deserve to be respected. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to the I Am Kiana Scales podcast on YouTube and Spotify. Until next time, real talk, real people, relevant conversations. The I Am Kiana Scales podcast. Ladies, are you looking for the hottest fashions and accessories? Look no further. The Closet Experience has you covered. The Closet Experience has been delighting women of all ages and sizes since 2009. Visit theclosetexperience.com and save 10% with code podcast. The Closet Experience Boutique, where fashion and budget meet. The Closet Experience Boutique, where fashion and budget meet. Save 10% with code podcast. That's PODCAST.